Order, please, if you call the roll, Margie.
Councilman Cybold. Councilman Warford.
Here.
Councilman DeFilippo.
Here.
Councilman Hudson.
Here.
Councilman Strider.
Here.
Councilman Lilly.
Here.
Councilman Reimer.
Here.
Councilwoman Walker. Here. Mayor Mullins.
Here.
You have quorum,
Y'all
sir.
please stand. Councilman Reimer's going to lead us in a word of prayer. So,
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time together here this evening. We thank you, dear God, for this beautiful day you've given us and watched care over each one of us and give us strength and health so we can be here this evening. We ask you to be with each thing that's said and done here tonight, be with each decision we make. These things we ask in your name. Amen.
thank you, Council. Please remain standing for pledge of allegiance, Margie.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, please. Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. City's monthly financial statement, Councilman?
None this evening,
None
sir.
this evening, correct. Okay, petitions, communications, and public hearings. If you'd read the title, please, Margie. Item A.
An ordinance to accept the dedication of roads and streets in the West Virginia Regional Technology Park to the City of South Charleston from West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second by Councilwoman Walker. I think everybody's familiar with this issue. So, any other comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item B, if you'd read the resolution, please, Margie.
A resolution to waive the open container law, endorse the application for a Classy West Virginia ABCC beer license for YWCA Guys Night Out.
Guys Night Out at Oaks Field. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Hudson. Any discussion on this? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. This is our, what is this, Gerald, our third year hosting Guys Night Out? Good deal. It's a good event. If you guys get a chance to get down there, come on down to Oaks Field. It's on the 21st, I believe.
Yeah.
For West Virginia,
Kansas.
Yeah. Time is TBA. We don't know the time yet because they haven't announced the time of kickoff. So, where are we at, March? C? Item C. It's need a motion to close D Street for our annual Arts and Crafts Festival this weekend.
I make a motion we close it.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Cybold. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you all. Item D, to recognize Denise Norris, South Charleston Library. Denise,
Thank you so
the floor is
much.
yours.
Thank you. I appreciate your time as always. I want to thank everyone for your time tonight and for the support for the South Charleston Public Library, our team, and all the things we're trying to do for our community. Our director, Todd, is ill tonight. He sends his regrets and hopes to join you at a time in the future. Wanted to give a quick overview about our summer library programs and things we did over the summer. Our youth program actually ended up having 726 readers. We set a big record this year. And 408 or 56% of those completed by reading at least 5 books. They logged 21,370 books total read, which we were really excited about. Our prize party, we ended up having almost 400 people there, and that was because of everyone in the community really pitching in and helping out, and the city providing the bouncy houses, snow cones, and all the things. The kids had a wonderful time, so thank you for that. So in addition to the 137 prizes donated by members of our community, for the wall of prizes, each reader who completed, meaning they read 5 books, also got a book to keep. So as far as statistics go with our library this summer, during the months of May, June, and July, we made 491 new library cards. 155 of those, or 32%, are children.
That's great.
So we were really excited. May, June, and July, our circulation count was 33,957 items. And 58.2% of that was youth material. So our young people are coming in and using our library. So we're really, really excited by that. We had surveys done of all of our participants. We ended up having a 34% return rate, which is phenomenal for surveys of people. 98% of those agreed or strongly agreed that their readers enjoyed the program. 92.9% agreed or strongly agreed that they used the library more often because of the program. And 99.1% agreed or strongly agreed that our book selection meets their needs and their family's needs. So that was very good outcomes for us out of 242 people responding. I really want to spotlight 2 new programs coming. The big one, you have a card in front of you about the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. We are so very excited to be the launch of this in Kanawha County. It is a national program sponsored by Dolly Parton's Foundation, and they coordinate with what they call local champions, which one of the champions here for this program is the city of South Charleston. So we truly appreciate that. Because of the special funding that the council provided to us in partnership with special monies offered by the Kanawha County Schools. We are starting early this year. They were projecting us to start next year, but we're starting South Charleston first. Youngsters in 25303 and 25309 will be able to register, real difficult registration form. This is all they have to fill out. We then make sure that it gets to the foundation through our partners at the Department of Education and the Marshall University Gene Harless Center. Then every one of those littles who registers for that within those zip codes gets a book in the mail every month until their 5th birthday. So it's a phenomenal program to support early literacy in our community, and we are very, very appreciative of your support so we can make this happen. As you will see, this is our launch party on September 19th. We would love to have you come join us. We have 2 sessions. One is at 10:30 in the morning and one is at 6:30 because we do day and night to make sure all of our community members have an opportunity to participate. So we would love to have you come and join us as we launch that program. I also want to remind everyone there's another small card at your seat for the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. This is another national program we just launched last fall. We are now a national partner with this foundation, and the program is actually focused on trying to get kids to read at least read or have read to them 1,000 books before they start kindergarten, because research supports that those kids start out almost a full grade ahead.
I don't think I've read 1,000 yet.
Well, it's interesting when you start thinking about it, but if you read one book a night for 3 years, you're at 1,000. So it really works out pretty easy peasy once you get to that point. So with that, we give the kids a sticker at every 100. They come in the library with their book logs and they're all excited. And then at 500, they get a little rubber duck reading a book, and they love that. And at 1,000 books, we give them a little stuffed dog that says, "I love to read." We have kids who send us pictures with them on cruise ships where they took their dogs with them and reading to their dogs and doing all these wonderful things. And what's really exciting about the 1,000 books is it is giving our kids a head start when they get to school. They're coming ahead of the game. We already have 131 registered participants, but we're going to have a big launch the 12th, next Thursday, for that program again at 10:30 and at 6:30 for anyone who wants to bring in their littles and sign up for that program. And that's not just South Charleston, that's our readers who choose us as their library from around the region. So we are your library. We are very pleased to be able to do what we can to support the community. If you have ideas, suggestions, things that you would like to see us do, please let myself or Todd know, and we will do everything we can to meet what needs we have. So,
Denise, you guys are doing a wonderful job. I'm really proud of what's going on at the library. Although you just made me feel bad about how easy it was to read 1,000 books. I'm sure I'm not there yet. But you guys are doing a great job, and I appreciate you all very much.
thank you.
Yeah.
So,
You guys have any questions for Denise? Anybody have any questions?
just
Yes,
a-
Bob?
Can I get 100 of these for the Presbyterian?
absolutely.
Preschool?
Come by my office tomorrow afternoon. They'll be great.
Okay.
Yep.
Ms. Walker?
Just to commend them. I mean,
Yeah.
what they're doing to, really affect our community around education is just so critical. I mean, that 3rd grade level reading is imperative, and if you don't get there at 3rd grade, you don't really move anywhere after that. So anything we can do at this level, and all the energy that you bring, and
Yeah.
you've been willing to do the reading program and us fund that, it's phenomenal. If you don't know about that reading program, you really ought to Google it. It's pretty amazing what Dolly Parton has accomplished across the country with this program,
Yeah.
so.
That's
Yeah,
great.
we're pleased to be part of
It's
it
very
because it is
awesome.
impactful
It
for our
is very
young readers.
impactful.
And we've started partnering a lot with Kanawha County Schools. We've been going to their in-service trainings. My team and I have been going and introducing the 1,000 books and letting them know. So we're doing a lot more partnering with Read Aloud West Virginia, Kanawha Valley Literacy. So we're trying to do as much as we can to stay connected and kind of have the library be the hub so we can kind of
Yeah.
connect everybody with
Well,
resources.
again, I'm really happy with what you guys are doing. It's really impressive.
Great job.
Council members have anything else? Any other questions? Keep up the good work, Denise.
Thank you so very
Okay,
much.
thank
We'll
you.
get the mayor signed up to this
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get started. I think I'm about 500 short right now.
Starting with Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. Mine was run, tip, run. You remember that one?
That's pretty good memory.
Well, when you want to
Every
read
one.
Run, tip, run, go, tip, go. I remember that stuff.
You read that one last night?
Yeah, right. Went over it again before the meeting, Mark. Yeah. Again, thank you, Denise, appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Of course, Todd's not here, so we'll move on past that. And item F is to approve trick or treat night for October 31st from 6 to 8, which is consistent with Kanawha County, which is what we've continually tried to do. So I'd like to have is there a motion we approve trick or treat night?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Strider. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Item G, I'm going to pull. We had a meeting on that amongst staff and our attorneys, and we got some things we want to clean up in that ordinance and bring you back something a little bit different. It's not a lot, we got things we think we need to tweak. So we'll pull that tonight and bring you something else, probably by next meeting. If not the next meeting, it'll definitely should be the next one, I would think. We've got some meetings scheduled, so. So item H, if you'd read the resolution, please, Margie.
A resolution of the City of South Charleston to approve funding for the city's self-insured health care plan.
This was explained in the Finance Committee meeting. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Walker. Is there any other discussions or questions from council members? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Council is in consideration of any bids, not tonight,
None
James?
this evening, sir.
I think so. Department head reports. Anybody? Anybody have anything? Council members have any questions for department heads? I have a couple things, if you don't mind, spare. Just real quick, I want to go over just really some house cleaning, but I want to recognize some people. We've had a pretty good 6 to 8 weeks here, and I don't know that we're all aware of some of the things our employees have done. Have just really made me very proud. One of them, first of all, Summerfest is over, and I want to congratulate everybody at the committee. It was good. They took a little grief because they changed the entertainment up a little bit, but I think it turned out pretty well. And change sometimes brings questions, but I think overall it went pretty good, so I'm going to commend them for that. And everybody that participated in making Summerfest successful. But I do want to point out a couple individuals I think that need to be pointed. First of all, I want to thank Councilman Mark Wolford. I think Mark has saved the car show, and I appreciate that, Mark. Mark came on at a time when the car show was in a little bit of, I don't know if turmoil is the right word, but we had some issues with the previous car show, and it ended up moving out of here. And I remember that Mark had a little bit, he had some experience with car shows, and I pulled him aside. I said, hey, would you like to take this over? And he did. And started out, I think the first year we may have had less than 100 cars, just barely. I think this time we had 200.
We had 170.
175, and the participation was great. Not only from the people who brought cars, but we had a lot of folks there coming to see the cars. And I think Mark deserves a lot of credit. I believe he saved our car show with the efforts he's done. And so I thank you for that, Councilman.
Thank you.
You've done a great job.
And everybody owes him a dog, 99 cents.
And Councilman Lilly was there helping a little bit.
Lily was my right-hand person.
And so you don't get in too much trouble, as was your wife.
Yes.
As was your wife.
She isn't still here, is she?
So hopefully she's watching online and she saw who actually brought her name up.
Yeah.
But you have done a good job with it, Mark, and I look forward to it continue to grow. I appreciate that. And thanks to our police and fire and our staff and Gerald and Mick and look, a lot of people may not realize this, but these guys these staff members that are there at Summerfest, they've worked their regular shift on the day, and then they come back after dinner and they come back and they go through this, and it's a long 4 or 5 days for our staff. And we used to go through Sunday, and I cut Sunday out because I thought our folks needed a day of rest, to get back to work on Monday, and so that's the reason we scaled it back to Saturday and did our finale on Saturday night fireworks. But the job these folks have done are amazing, and Gerald and Mick, and I think Gerald would agree with this. This thing doesn't work without Mick Prowse. Mick Prowse lives there. I mean, and again, I think Gerald as his department head will echo that.
Yeah.
He lives there on these events, and Margie will echo that because her event's getting ready to happen. I don't know how well it'd go without Mick.
That's exactly right.
And so we want to recognize Mick and Gerald and his staff.
A lot of your department heads do a lot to help you get to where you're going, but without Mick, they couldn't.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
He couldn't. He does a great job with it.
He just knows where to go and who to go to, and
Yeah, with a lot of events. But then last two things real quick just that ended up. I saw this on social media and I went back through and did some research. Talked to Sean and Chief today. I don't know if you all saw, but Sean initiated this, and the SCPD and the fire department got involved. One of our little girls here in town, I think she's 6 years old.
Yeah, she's 6.
She's battled cancer, on 2 separate occasions, went through chemo. They had a party for our Little Creek Golf Course pool to celebrate her last chemo, I think it was.
Yes, yes.
Right, Sean? And again, Sean and his staff and the police and the fire all participated in it. Not something they have to do, you know, but these guys took it upon themselves to do that for this little girl, and it's just, that's good stuff, guys. That's what we're here for, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. Thank you very much for doing that. I believe she lives on Ohio Street.
Yes.
Yep.
Is that what I'm not mistaken? 6 years old, and so like I say, when you see things on TV, particularly when it comes to our first responders, how they get treated in other places of the country, people don't realize what you guys do behind the scenes, things like this. And so, anyway, you need to be recognized for that. And lastly, and I'm going to be quiet. This is probably the longest speech I've given my whole career. Congratulations to us. We were awarded the West Virginia SSAC Girls State Softball Tournament for the next, I think it's a 3-year deal with a 4th-year option. And we competed against 4 other communities. It was Parkersburg, Morgantown, and the Shawnee Complex over at Institute. And Gerald and I drove to Parkersburg on Wednesday night, gave a late night presentation, and got back home a little after 10, but it was worth it. We were awarded the tournament, just another great way to get our community exposure and host that for the next 3, probably 4 years. And what our experience has been, once we get them here in town, they don't want to leave. So that's a big hit for us to get the girls' state tournament here in South Charleston. So congratulations to everybody for that. That being said, I'm done. Anybody else have anything? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. We adjourn.